In today's ASMR one card pull, I have pulled from the Mindscapes Tarot. So let's go ahead and see what we have today. We have the Three of Spires. Keywords: separation, heartache, loss, conflict, misfortune, tension, and mourning. Planet zodiac: Venus, Libra. Element: air. Symbols: turbulent skies, rain, 3 mountains, and broken bridge. 2 mountains flank a third in the center, which fades into the background like a forgotten sibling. The central mountain, pushed into the distance, represents the member of the trio that's been cast aside or neglected, adding an element of separation and loss to the scene. A bridge, once a symbol of connection, stands in ruins, signifying severed communication and unresolved conflict. Above, the sky is turbulent with hues of gray, blue, purple, and burgundy, mirroring inner turmoil. The gentle rain is a somber reminder of sorrow, but it also carries with it the promise of renewal and healing. Just as bridges can be rebuilt, broken relationships can be repaired with patience, understanding, and cooperation from all parties. Embrace this moment as an opportunity for reconciliation and growth. Extend a hand of empathy and understanding to those you may have drifted apart from, and seek common ground to mend fractured connections. Journal prompts: people or relationships I feel disconnected from right now include: I deal with separation by unresolved conflicts have an impact on my well-being by a successful reconciliation experience occurred when, and how might an act of forgiveness toward myself or others affect my life. This is a good card. I both like the image and also the guidebook for this one. Like with both the journal prompts and the writing. I like that it's both about the break and also about bridging that break. I don't want to answer most of a lot of times in these videos I don't necessarily want to answer the journal prompts just because it gets too personal, even though I'm a TMI person, but this is going to count to the world. So but I would think what I will answer though is number 3. Unresolved conflicts have an impact on my well-being by I am not good. I'm not good at conflict, and I'm really not good with unresolved conflict. I'm not even good with unresolved conflict from like decades ago. Like things that are probably, there's some things that will never have at least an external resolution. So I'd say unresolved conflict is deleterious, or I think it is a deleterious effect on my well-being. So I try not to get into conflict. I absolutely hate conflict. I almost have conflict with conflict. So yeah, I guess I would just say it's not good for my well-being, and then kind of trying to take that a step further is one thing I do try to do right now is really hard because my sleep is really messed up, and sleep is so important for like emotional regulation. But one thing I try to remember to do is that like sometimes to avoid conflict's not the right word here. Sometimes to make sure not to set yourself up for conflict, as in like making sure you're in a place of equilibrium, so making sure I'm in a place of equilibrium. That sometimes that's the best way to set yourself up for success. And I don't just mean in your romantic relationships, but in friendships, work, colleagues, strangers. It's sort of when you're in a good place, and I don't necessarily mean happy, I mean a stable, emotionally sort of stable place, a place of equilibrium. And so I think for me, the best thing I can do, instead of trying to avoid conflict, is try to create a basic environment within myself that reduces the chance that conflict will happen and makes it easier if conflict does happen to deal with it in a calm manner. So that's kind of on my mind. Yeah, life is so turbulent right now that this is something I need to remember to focus on, period. Is the best thing you can do is try to find a place of calm. And again, I do believe it is possible to find a place of calm and your external world be stormy, but it's very hard, and it's hard to hold on to. So anyway, those are just my thoughts that jumped out from this card. I hope you also got something out of this card today, and I hope to see you again soon.